Hello all you horror fans and welcome back to Terrible Reviews. I'm your host David, and today's movie is A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. Now, this is the last movie in the box set that I have, so we will not be moving on to 5 after this one. I just want to let you guys know we're going to spin the wheel again. Maybe we'll get 5, maybe we won't, but we'll find out. So, without further ado, let's get straight into the review. So, Terror, was this movie scary? Now, this movie is where we really jump off to the cartoon villain side of Freddy. I know there was a little bit of that in 3, but this one it feels like a Saturday morning cartoon just with a bunch of gore. So I can't really say this is a scary movie, although some of the visuals are still like super good in the scary way that is, with the gore and everything. Especially the final scene with Freddy in the movie, it is pretty decent and pretty unsettling, but overall, I'll have to give this one a 2 out of 5 for terror. I did not find it too scary. In fact, this one is one that you can like laugh at a lot. A lot of the kills are silly, and a lot of the setups to the kills are like super silly. So this movie kind of went a different route than we were kind of headed towards with the 3rd movie, but still in the same vein. As far as the gore, now this movie does have a lot of good gore in it, but it also has a lot of stuff that does not hold up at all, and it does have to do with those more cartoonish like kills in the movie. A lot of those don't really work anymore, but overall the gore in this movie was pretty decent. All the practical effects were pretty decent. Like I said, I just had an issue with a couple here and there, but other than that, this movie still carried on the tradition of the past movies with having really good gore. I can't say it was any better than the 3rd movie, or definitely not the 1st movie, but I would put it above the 2nd movie in that aspect. So for gore, I will give it a 4 out of 5 for this movie, and then we move on to story. So this is where the movie really fell off, especially coming from the 3rd movie. When I said the 3rd movie was an 80s movie, this one was trying too hard to be an 80s movie. Not only was it cartoonish and the story didn't really make too much sense going into this, but they even throw in an 80s montage into this movie for no reason at all. It was not necessary. It definitely took away from the scariness factor of this movie. But I mean, I can't really say anything bad other than that. The acting in this was still decent. A lot of it was like kind of over the top, but I believe that's what they were going for in this movie. It's kind of hard with the cartoonish stuff and some of the kills to not think that this movie was going for that stuff. So I can't really fault any of the actors here. Just the story itself didn't make too much sense, but the characters themselves were pretty decent. So I'll give them that. But as far as the story, I'm only going to give it a 3 out of 5 for this movie. And then lastly, fun. Is this movie fun? Yes, this movie's a load of fun. It's just not necessarily in a scary way. It's more of a like, that's pretty funny kind of way. So I'll only give this one a 4 out of 5 for fun, but you would definitely have a good time watching this movie. Just don't expect to go into this and be scared. That's the only deal with this one. It's a goofy movie. But it is one of the better ones in the franchise, if that's saying much, when we get to this point in the movies. But yeah, a little bit less than 3, definitely below 1, but this movie is still a ton of fun and way better than the 2nd movie. So, is this movie terrible or terrifying? I would have to say it's terribly terrifying. I do recommend you watch this one in the series for sure. It is a good time, it's just not scary. So, if you guys have seen Nightmare on Elm Street 4, let me know in the comments below. What did you think? Don't forget to like, don't forget to follow, and I'll see you guys in the next review.